What's up, everyone? My name's Cody Dean. In this video, I wanted to share with you a little bit of my backstory, a little bit of where I've come from, and why I do what I do, and why I'm so passionate about network marketing now and doing it in the way that I do with online marketing, digital marketing, so to create more freedom, flexibility in your life. Okay, so I got started in direct sales with a door-to-door company back in around 2014, and we were selling satellite TV. And I got recruited by a friend and said, "Hey, come out to California and you'll make enough money to pay for all of your college." And so I went out there and started doing door-to-door sales, started knocking on doors, and guess what? I was really bad. I had high expectations for myself, but I just was not good at selling. But I had the effort. I was putting in the effort every single day. But what was most annoying was the fact that my managers were all like, "Hey, you should just keep working hard, stay motivated, don't give up." And that's true to a sense, but what people really want is like looking for gaps, pain points, problems that they can fix to help them actually get to the next level without having to do as much effort and trial and error, right? They want someone to tell them, "Hey, like, this is the problem, now fix it," rather than just like, "Hey, you'll figure it out." Anyway, and it was then that I was struggling, and it was funny because I was in a network marketing company and I had an auto ship go through. I had no money on my card. Ended up getting a text from the bank, and they said, "Hey, here's an overdraft fee for you, $35 or $25 just because you don't have money, and we used your credit card to pay for it." And I was like, "This is ridiculous. You're charging people money for not having money." And I just think it's funny now that I teach about network marketing, and I had a network marketing company charge me money, and I forgot about it, and it cost me just an overdraft fee. Anyway, and it was at that moment I was walking out of that team meeting. I got that text from the bank, and I look at it. It vibrated in my pocket, and I was just like, my gut just dropped, saying, "Hey, we just charged you an overdraft fee." And I was like, "I don't have any money." I was in California. I lived in Utah. That's where I was going to college. In Utah, drove out to California, and I didn't have enough money to drive back. I didn't have enough money for gas, everything to get out there, and I was just like, "Oh man, what am I gonna do? I have to figure this out." So I started just scrolling on social media, or somehow I found this quote. And it's funny, this saying of like, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. This quote just nailed me, just right me into the heart. It says, "The best way to predict the future is to create it." And I realized at that moment that I had been just hoping for things. Like I was working hard, but I was just hoping that things would work for me. And I was just hoping things would fall in my lap, and hoping that sales would fall into my lap. And I realized that I am the creator of my life, and and by doing that, I need to take 100% responsibility for my life and for the selling and for my success. And I started following Grant Cardone, realizing, hey, success is my duty. I got to figure this out. And so I started figuring it out. And the very next day, or the next day or two, another key point that helped me with my success was I went out with one of my like 2 or 3 managers above me, started walking around with me, and I watched him do a sell. And I realized, okay, that there's a way to do this. There's these frameworks, there's these ways of saying things. And I started selling. Like the very next day, I sold 6 accounts in one day. I know that's not a ton compared to some people out there in the door-to-door direct sales arena, but I did what it was my first 1,000 commission day. Okay. And I was like, what? And my mind was blown, just like, anyway, went on, did really well, was one of the top rookies. They took me on a cruise. They said, "Hey, do you want to be a manager?" Came back as a manager next year. And then I went over to Denver, Colorado. And Denver, Colorado, I was selling TV. Okay. I was selling satellite TV, and I started going out there and recruited. We had a huge team. I think we sold the most in the entire nation. But I started noticing a pattern. I started noticing a trend. I started noticing, hey, like, there's people, and might have just been because it was in Colorado, but there's people that are not paying for TV. This was back in 2015 now. People were cutting the cord. They're going to Netflix. They're going to Hulu. They were going for all these things. over the counter, over the top. And I was like, oh, do I want to build my network here? Do I want to build my influence and my, do I want to sink my teeth into this company and grow it? And I realized at that time, it's like, I don't want to build something that I know eventually will fall apart in the back end. And so that's when I left that industry and I started moving over into more traditional network marketing companies, supplements, things like that. Started getting into phone sales and was building out these companies, and in about a 3-year period of time, I tried a bunch of different things, but from about 2017 to around 2020, I did 3.5, almost 3.5. It was about $3.49 million in sales for a supplement company. And it was building up and was $26,000 a month in commissions, almost up to $30,000 a month in commissions. And then just overnight, one day, boom, they shut everything down. They got rid of their entire sales team, their entire distribution network. And I realized at that moment that I need to build something for myself, because that is something that I personally can rely on. As much as I love other people and other jobs and other places, other things like that, like I have faith in myself, and I know that I'll be able to go in the future wherever I want. And and it's always going to be for the best for me, based on my decisions. I don't want the opportunities taken away from me by other people, so to speak. Okay. And so that's when I realized, and I went to a 10X Growth Con, thanks again to Grant Cardone, and he introduced me to Russell Brunson. And I realized, whoa, there's this whole world of online marketing, social media marketing, digital marketing, affiliate marketing. And I was like, what if I applied this to network marketing on it would basically put network marketing on steroids. So I started doing that. I started going out there and started to promote. And from 2020-ish, and it was like 2017, 2018 when I started doing that. Went on to 2022, attracted over 4,300 people now to it was at that point, it was around 3,000, 3,200 people to my network marketing business, all through what's called attraction marketing, using funnels, digital marketing on the front end, and use that. And at one point there, I decided, hey, I don't want to do network marketing anymore. I feel like because it kind of attracts people, don't be offended by this, it kind of attracts people that are really new, really fresh. They don't understand business. They usually are really cheap. They don't have money. And I didn't really like that. And so I switched over to, what if I build my own e-commerce company? Okay. And at this point, again, I went through another company that we were building, and I got the car. I got all of the team was growing and building. And guess what happened? The company changed their product line and said, hey, by the way, we're no longer this type of company. We're now this type of company. And my whole team fell apart because I was selling them on the idea of, hey, we're not like a traditional thing. We're this way over here. And then we moved over to the traditional, which was kind of funny. Anyway, and it was at that moment I was like, oh, maybe I should start doing my own e-commerce business. And I started drop shipping. I started wholesaling, or not wholesaling, but buying and selling. I actually have a whole package of stuff here. It's actually a jewelry company right here, and still have thousands of dollars of inventory in my pocket right here. But the problem with drop shipping was because it would take 3 weeks for people to get the product. So I was like, let me buy the product and ship it out. Take 2 days. People would be much happier. But then there was this whole wait time and stuff. And I realized I had built up this following. I had built up these systems in place for network marketing. And I still had around 800 people attracted to me in the year of 2023. Okay. And so it just hit me at the end of 2023 after building up this e-commerce business to around $6,000 a month. I was like, this is way too much effort. This is way too much work. I have to buy all this inventory. I have to buy all the product. I have to ship it out. I have a printing label printer right here. And then I have to go to the post office, and then I have to deal. Oh, look, this is crazy. And then I look over here and I have this entire recruiting system in place for my network marketing company and front-end digital marketing business. And I realize, whoa, what have I have this golden ticket. I have this golden opportunity in my hand here. Why aren't I focusing on it? Which brings us to 2024. This is where we're at now. Okay. 2024, I am focusing solely on network marketing, helping people be able to, number one, start getting more residual income in their network marketing business, but realizing that your network marketing business might not be around long term. Okay, hopefully it is. Hopefully it's around for 100 years, 200 years, but things happen. But what I teach is put a digital marketing business on the front end. So you're in control, you have the relationships, you have everything in place, and you're making money on the front end here before people even join your network marketing company. So you're talking to people that are vested, people that are interesting and interested, that are investing in themselves, not just those people that are looking for the cheapest route, people that are looking for fast money, people that, like you're repelling all those people and you're attracting actually people that are actual people that want to be entrepreneurs. So that's what I teach. That's how I got here. That's where I'm at now. And so I want to help you get to that same point as well, where you can create more freedom, flexibility in your life by using a digital marketing business on the front of a network marketing business. So make sure you subscribe and follow along for the journey. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.